welcome back to Love and Romance Tarot Readings. I'm excited for today's pick a card. Today we are going to see who will make you an official love offer, who is offering you commitment, and what will happen. What is the action they're going to take towards you, how everything is going to play out, and then anything else Spirit needs us to know about the situation. So we'll get a very detailed reading per usual. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you would like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. Other than that, you can pause the video if you need more time with the piles, and you can always pick more than one pile for all of my readings as well. So for group 1, we have the pink stone, and we'll be using the Fashion Tarot for group 1. For group 2, we have the blue stone, and we'll be using the Modern Witch Tarot. For group 3, we have the yellow stone, and we'll be using the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot. And for group 4, we have the white stone, and we will be using the Star Tarot for group 4. So pause the video if you need a few more moments to decide which pile or piles are for you, but we're just going to jump right into it. Alright, if you chose group 1 with the pink stone and the Fashion Tarot, this is your reading. Who will make an official love offer to you? Oh my goodness, I'm just realizing as I cut the deck here, we have the Three of Wands and the King of Wands, and it's just giving like mask femme vibes, like true pair kind of vibes. First of all, things are going to be moving forward for you. King of Wands is very hot, spicy, fiery energy. Someone very dedicated, someone devoted, someone romantic, and someone with a lot of personal capacity and energy. This is someone who's self-sufficient, someone who's self-starting. They don't need motivation outside of them to get to work. So I just love that right away. But yeah, we're going to see who's going to make you an official love offer, who's offering you commitment, and you know, what will happen. How is this coming about for you, group 1? Spirit, this is for group 1 with the pink stone. Please show us who is making group 1 an official love offer. Ooh, I like that. Right away, we have the giver. It says, I have no problem with sharing. So this is a generous person. For some of you, this person may be a few years older than you. I'm just feeling this wise energy coming from them intuitively. It just kind of feels like this person, Spirit is saying it could be coming from business. So it could be like their business background that makes them seem wise. But something about this person, it just feels like you can trust them. To be honest, group 1, you may be the kind of person that needs the stability element to feel okay. Even when you're just with yourself in your personal life, it's like you can't even go treat yourself to a solo dinner or a solo movie if you know you don't have enough money to pay for, you know, the things coming up the pipeline. So security may really allow you to rest in your romantic energy as a person. So it could be that this person isn't like necessarily older than you, but it could be coming from a financial standpoint. We'll see. But we have giver. I have no problem with sharing is what that one says. So this person is generous, they're giving, and very much so with you. Now we have needy here as well. It says, I need all of your attention. So this person is a giver, and not gonna lie, they do expect that to be reciprocated. Maybe not in the same way. So say for an example, this person is very generous when it comes to like gift giving or financially. They don't expect you to then, because then it's like a wash, but they do expect for their needs to be met just as handsomely, just as actively as they kind of go into action to meet your needs. So there's a strong energy of like mutual reciprocity here, especially if you're usually the giver in the relationship. It'll be really, really nice to feel like someone appreciates what you give and to also have them return that. Spirit, who is this for group 1? We have truthful and discreet. Ooh, interesting. So discreet says, I like to keep my business to myself. So this is someone who doesn't do a lot of sharing when it comes to their personal life. This person likes to keep things more discreet. They may have to, especially if they're like someone who's known, because not everyone who's like financially well off is, you know, famous. A lot of people have so much riches and you really wouldn't even be able to tell by looking at them. They kind of just appear like any everyday kind of person. Which is more of a reason to be kind, you know, to everyone, because you just never know what people have that they can give to you or share with you, or what people are involved in and how they could help you down the line and how they will remember you. You'd be surprised at how people remember just the smallest act of kindness. But anyways, this person likes to keep it low key. So it could be because they have some sort of fame or notoriety, or it could just be their personality. You'll see as we go on in the reading and as you deal with them. We have truthful. It says, I am honest in all my words and actions. So this person, they definitely keep it 100 with you, okay? They don't, I almost want to say they don't lie. It really does feel like this person doesn't lie. And you would assume that everyone lies, but I don't feel like that's true. I really don't. There are people who are completely fine with being transparent. I think society rewards you for, you know, kind of like, we'll call it white lies, because if it's something that's too groundbreaking, you know, society tells you like lying is okay if it's, you know, to keep the peace. But this kind of person, they may be a truth speaker. We have polite, and I'm glad that that came up, because at least you know that this person isn't like brutally honest. It's like they're polite, they're considerate, but yeah, they're pretty truthful. They don't really believe in lying. And I feel like even if it would hurt your feelings or even if it would make you uncomfortable, this person would tell you the truth. So like if your person is going on a work trip and you ask them like, are there going to be, you know, women there, or, you know, whatever it is you're into, are there going to be other people there? They will honestly tell you, yes, there are. But I feel like this is the kind of person to literally like skip out on the extracurriculars, like after the work meeting, when everyone, you know, goes out, this person will go back to the hotel and they'll have you on FaceTime and they'll eat dinner with you, like that kind of vibe. So I feel like you get a lot of security with this person, but they are definitely transparent. We have polite and affectionate. Polite says, I'm always courteous and respectful. So I feel like this person believes in, like, courteous is really sticking out for me, like that kind of traditional values. Like this person does prefer to keep the peace. So it's a delicate balance with them. And then we have affectionate. I'm very open with showing you how I feel. So this person does not hold back with the affection. That would definitely go hand in hand with King of Wands energy that we saw before. An energy of someone who likes to be affectionate, likes to receive affection. This person is romantic for sure. Spirit for group 1. Who is offering them commitment? Ooh, we have the persuasion card coming out. Ugh. You know, I'm not gonna lie. They may have a little bit of self-confidence issues. I mean, we did have the giver card that came out, but we have persuasion. I won't keep asking and finding common ground. So in the beginning, not gonna lie, this person may try to lead with their money. And I feel like it's because of how they feel about you. They know that they want you kind of right away. So it's making them just want to secure you as quickly as possible. In a perfect world, they would not have to compete for you. They would just be able to like move forward in a relationship with someone and have security. They wouldn't have to be too vulnerable. I mean, we did have the needy card. So yeah, this person, when they make attachments to people, they get a bit needy and they get a bit sensitive. So in the beginning with persuasion, it's like this person may do a lot for you in the beginning. Like I just heard MacBook. Okay, that was very specific. If you need a new computer, this person's going to buy you a MacBook. But they may literally buy you new computer, new phone, even for some of you, new car, like literally huge investments in you in the very beginning. All of their time, energy, and attention in the beginning. And it's like they're expecting that back right away. I don't get a manipulative vibe from this person, but it's definitely teetering on the line of, you know, because what's the difference between persuasion and manipulation? Isn't it just like a higher extreme? to be manipulation, or is it the intention that makes it? Because if you're persuading someone, you have intention with that too. So it's like, it really kind of depends on how you look at it. If it goes too far, then I think it kind of turns into manipulation. But we have finding common ground, which I like, because that lets me know about you. That lets me know that you've worked on yourself to the extent that you won't allow someone to rush the process by buying things for you, you know, and persuading you with their money. Spirit, what else can you tell us for group 1? Yeah, we have finding common ground and focus on yourself. So Spirit is like, regardless of, you know, all that yapping and whatever they have going on and them kind of throwing a fit, I feel like you may be rotational dating group 1. You may really be in the school of thinking where it's like, I'm gonna have multiple options, and until I'm committed, I'm single. Like, or until I'm married, I'm single. Like, it may be like more extreme in your case, because this person, they feel triggered. And I'm like, what is triggering them so bad? And it may be like, you literally, we have the something different card that came up. So immediately I was thinking, okay, maybe you guys just have some differences between each other. I could see that, but maybe you really are exploring other options as you're dating this person. And if you keep it truthful and transparent as well, and you share that with them, yeah, they ain't gonna like that, not gonna lie. We have abundance of love. So I feel like this person, yeah, we have the jealousy card here. They're definitely spoiling you with love for a reason. It's because they want you and they're getting jealous. They don't like that you're dating other people. They don't like that at all. They don't. So in the beginning, I feel like things may be a bit rocky in the sense that you guys trigger each other quite a bit. If you're hanging on to your singlehood until you get an official commitment, but it's like this person is like, okay, I'm willing to commit, but you're like, I know I need more time to commit. So it's like kind of just making this person feel upset. And then we have the gift card at the bottom of the deck. It's like they keep giving you gifts and they keep thinking about the gifts and they feel like, I want to say they feel like you're using them, but it's like, bruh, I didn't tell you to go to the Apple store and do that. So what are you talking about? Like, this person is definitely getting worked up. They are getting worked up. Oh, no, you guys, we have the let me go card here. I hope you don't get so triggered that you literally end up passing up on this person. It's just like they want a fast pass to your heart and to your commitment, and I feel like you're doing things the right way, and it just takes you time to fully commit to someone, and you're taking this person and all their energy as a red flag. So I'm hoping that it's just like you're putting them in timeout until they act right. But we do have the let me go card, so don't be surprised if you end up turned off by this person at some point, because they have a lot of energy and it just feels like they're trying to assert their, not their dominance, but just like they're trying to get you to improve, like to prove their importance in your life, like right away. And it's like, well, I don't know you to have importance. So like, what do you want me to do? That doesn't mean I don't care about you. But this person, you may not be the kind of person that likes to feel chased. That may make you feel uncomfortable. That may be a red flag for you. You may immediately kind of put people on pause when you start to feel that. When you start to feel like people are trying to force you into something, you may literally slow down. We have the moon in reverse and the ace of swords in reverse. Spirit, what's going to happen here? Moon in reverse, you definitely know yourself and you know what you want. Ace of swords in reverse, it's like you're not allowing this person to pressure you or to pursue you too quickly. You're really taking your time with this and you don't even feel bad about it. And I feel like you're very matter of fact. We got the Queen of Swords at the bottom of the deck. So it's like, listen, you really will get cut off. No games being played. I've had other relationships. I don't do the quick, fast, in a hurry thing. Why are you rushing? Like, why are you trying to rush me to the altar, into a relationship, whatever, whatever? Like, it's a red flag. So I feel like you're putting this person on your program. Like, and yeah, that just may be what's required to be with you. They have to be on your program, on your time, in order for you to surrender. Spirit, what will happen here? Are they going to let them go? Or is it more time out? Oh. This is such a big deck. It's hard to handle. Literally, like 20 cards want to jump out at the same time. We have the Eight of Pentacles here. So it seems like, honestly, dating may not even be your number one priority. Eight of Pentacles is like working on your craft, working on your career, money, working on yourself and focusing on yourself. So as this person's kind of like getting upset, you're continuing to focus on yourself. And it's kind of like, may the best one win. If they're strong enough, they will make it and they will be able to move forward with you. But if they're going to throw a tantrum and they're going to stick to that, they're going to lose their chance with you. And I feel like you're at a point in your life where you're strong enough to commit to that, where you're strong enough to literally say, devil in reverse, I'm not going to deal with someone trying to force me into anything. I'm not going to engage in someone who's freaking out. I'm not going to engage in a relationship with someone who's not getting on my program. Like, it just feels like you're not with the foolishness and the craziness. We got the Seven of Cups, so you obviously have multiple options, group one. So with this person, this is the person who's making you an official love offer. Honestly, they may make it very, very quickly. I feel like within 2 days or 2 weeks, 2 dates. I keep hearing two something. And it's going to feel very quick to you. So it kind of depends on you as a person. 2 months may feel really quick to you, whereas some other people, 2 days would be like really quick, really intense, or 2 weeks, whatever, after 2 dates. But I do see them offering you like major commitment. But I just kind of feel like where you are in life right now, you don't feel like it's sustainable. You don't feel like they have enough time with you or enough evidence of even who you are to know that they want to commit like that. So you're just not taking them very seriously. Now, we do have the Ten of Cups and the Emperor, so I very much so, and the Justice card. Wow, you got a lot of major arcana that came up for you. You got the Star card as well. I do feel like you guys are a great match, honestly. I mean, Ten of Cups is great energy. That's what you want to see. And the Emperor, this person definitely has potential, but they just have to calm down and channel their energy. That's what it's going to take to be with you. They have to calm down and channel their energy, and they have to get on your program. And we have the Two of Swords. Like, I'm so proud looking at your mindset, group one. You may have been called to choose group 2 as well. I think it was just because I read the Two of Swords. But you may have been called to like literally Two of Swords. It just feels like you've been specifically focused on like detachment, the art of detachment. Two of Swords, like you're not worried about what this person thinks. So it just makes me feel so proud because it's like you're doing your own thing. Seven of Cups, you're rotational dating. You know who you are. You're in your confidence. Eight of Coins, you're focusing on your money or your career or, you know, whatever you want to do in this life, your purpose. You're focusing on yourself and you're willing to walk away. Like that is the stuff that dreams are made of. People with this mindset are the people who get those fairy tale relationships that everyone else wants to manifest. It's the people who are determined enough and sure enough and willing to let people go that actually end up getting it. And that's the position that you're in. So we have the Star card. I feel like you were meant to meet this person. I do feel like this is a product of you being in the right place at the right time in the right mindset. So if this has been a long time coming, just know that everything that has happened up to this point, I just heard will be avenged. Oh, interesting. So I feel like you guys may have a story. Something messed up may have happened to you. But we have the Three of Cups in reverse. Like Spirit has been really showing you like, you know, Three of Cups in reverse. If someone is not in alignment with how they're supposed to be, if they're not showing up properly, they don't get to play, they don't get to have fun. Three of Cups in reverse, you may not even create that energy or that environment. Like this is a fun place, this is a safe space. Like you may be more in your masculine energy, to be honest, like when you go on dates and when you deal with people. And I feel like that's what they love about you. but it also drives them a little cray cray. And then we have the Justice card here. So that's like you will be avenged energy. Justice card. I feel like Justice is talking about everything in divine timing, doing things the right way, and then also something that you've been through or gone through or done being avenged. We have the Magician in reverse. And that's what they want. Like, they want to be able to just magician, use their tool, use their, magic, use their money to win you over. But Magician in reverse, they can't force this. They have to show up properly or it's not going to happen for them. Period. Period. Spirit, what will end up happening here? I feel like you guys will end up being together. And I do feel like this is also a significant point in their journey where they really do have to show up as the true emperor. It's like, from a worldly standpoint, they are the emperor. They have financial stability. They're likely conventionally attractive, but they have to step into true emperorhood by getting their mind right and doing things the right way. They have to practice what they preach and what they know. Because they have all the patience in the world when it comes to business. But when it comes to matters of the heart, all of a sudden they act like they don't have patience. No, you have patience. You're choosing to be out of control because in the past you've likely been affirmed with that behavior. Other people have allowed you to just wild out, but you don't do that in business. So you do have the ability to have patience. You just are choosing not to in this situation. And you're in a position, group one, where it's like you're going to have to stand on that. This person is going to have to stand on the fact that they are the emperor. It's like, okay, if you're really the emperor, then prove it. You may be like a secure attachment style because you're on your boss right now, okay? We have thinker and to be fair, so more of that kind of justice and scales energy. I'm getting air energy with that, Libra energy with that. You may have Libra in your Mars placement or in your moon placement. But we have to be fair and thinker. So you're taking your time. Number 44 on the thinker card. You may be seeing repeating fours. I just saw 2222 on the camera, which breaks down to an 8. So it seems like you're really in your power. You're taking your time and thinking about things. And 44 also breaks down to an 8. So you may be in an 8-year numerologically, or you may be going into an 8-year. 8 may be significant for you as well, but you are not backing down, and that's why you're getting the tippy top of the top, the best of the best. That's what I have for you, group one. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And yeah, that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 2 with the Blue Stone and the Modern Witch Tarot, this is your reading. Who will make an official love offer towards you? Who is offering you commitment? And what will happen? We got the Temperance card at the bottom of the deck here. So starting off right away, I feel things coming into balance for you. I just heard the calm before the storm. So you may feel that like in your energy spiritually, you may be tapping into that feeling like things are quiet, too quiet. Like it just feels like, no, there's something that's going to happen soon, or there's something that's creeping up on me. So you may already be picking up on things coming up, group 2. But Spirit, can you show us, please, for group 2 with the Blue Stone, who will make an official love offer towards them? Who is committing to group 2? Ooh, so right away we have book smart and gossipy. This could be someone that you've known from school or someone that you're currently going to school with. Also, I'm getting coworker vibes, but the coworker that you talk to like friends. Like there's a little bit of an energy where it seems like this person doesn't have a motive because, I don't know, like something, maybe it's just, I don't know. Maybe it's just something that I've experienced, but I feel like typically, you know, when like the opposite or whoever you're attracted to, when they like you romantically, they're less likely to kind of really gossip with you because they don't want you to see them in a negative light or to see like, you know, their true nature or their shadow side. So they kind of want to keep that under wraps. So this may be a slow burn, or this could be someone you met in school and that's why they feel comfortable with you. Also, it's just giving best friend vibes. So if you're the kind of person who's always imagined just like that cozy relationship where you can literally tell your partner like, this is what happened at work today, and do face masks and eat a good meal and watch TV and drink wine, like, you know, the vibes, like the vibes. I definitely see that you're going to get that with this person. Book smart, it says, I am educated and studious. So you may be, like I said, meeting this person in school, or they may be currently in school as you're meeting them. This is someone who is quite smart, but they also have this other side to them with gossipy. Like, they like the tea. They want to talk to you like a regular human. Like, something about them just feels very friendly and open. They seem disarming. Something about them makes you want to just share. They have one of those energies. Like, some people, you've probably experienced it if you're like this yourself, where it's just like, I can just be randomly walking on the street and someone will come up to me and start telling me all their business, or I could be waiting in the line in the bathroom and all of a sudden someone's venting to me and I don't even know, and they're telling me about this crazy deep stuff that I probably shouldn't know. If you've ever experienced anything like that, I feel like this is that kind of person too, where yeah, they get a lot of that because something about them just really makes you want to open up. It says, I like to talk a lot and spill the beans. So this person definitely gives best friend vibes where you can really just have a good time with them and be your true self with them is something that's coming up too. Spirit for group 2. We have extroverted. It says, I am the outgoing, social, and in your face type. So that could be what it is. Perhaps this person is just extroverted and they're the kind of person who can have a conversation with anyone. Because they seem to be like very comfortable in their skin. This person, they feel funny too. Like, they're a comedian, like someone, maybe not literally, of course, like as a career, but a comedian in the sense that they're just very funny and someone who can make light of anything. Someone who always has like a funny or an interesting take. We have stable. I am a level-headed and even-tempered, which I really love because, you know, I do notice like extroverted personalities, they have so much extra energy that it comes through their expression, and that means they can be more likely to pop off. So I'm glad that we got stable here. This person is level-headed, but I also feel like that spirit kind of coming in and letting you know like this person is stable. They have stability. They're not dating when their, you know, life is in shambles. Like, they're someone who's open because they got everything kind of squared away on the home front, you know. So this person is stable, and I feel like they may have a career based on that book smart energy, like a career based on a degree that they have, like a bachelor's, a master's, and above, because they're definitely stable. Okay, so we have the heartbreaker card. I don't feel like this person is necessarily a heartbreaker. I mean, they could be. Yeah, okay, not gonna lie. This person, because it's like, okay, we got too many cards that kind of indicate this person can be a little messy, not gonna lie. So yeah, they may be a heartbreaker. Heartbreaker says, I might end up hurting you. But I was specifically hearing surgeon a second ago. So this person may be a hot commodity. Like, it's just giving doctor at the hospital that all the nurses are obsessed with. Like, it's giving high position person, high earning person that works with people who are generally kind of lower on the pay scale or lower on the title scale than them. It feels like they do have leverage, and this person, not gonna lie, they may play into that a little bit. Like, they may play into the fact that, you know, a lot of people like them. Okay, good. We have trustworthy. It says, you can trust me. So regardless of their nature and their ability to be kind of shady, this is someone who will not heartbreak you. This is someone that you specifically can trust and open up to. Spirit for group 2, can you tell us more? Who is this? What's going to happen here? We have speak your mind and too many cooks in the kitchen. So here come the lessons. Spirit is calling you to stand up as a higher version of yourself who isn't afraid to speak up. Sorry if anything moved around. I just had to change the battery. I thought I did before the reading, but apparently I didn't. So we're back. But yeah, so Spirit, you know, not gonna lie, Spirit is challenging you to speak up for yourself. So there may be some lessons or some challenges, you know, kind of called from you in this situation where Spirit is calling for you to step into your higher self and make sure you speak your mind. We got too many cooks in the kitchen here. So if you are not okay with them having, you know, friends, male friends, female friends, whatever, if you're not okay with them staying out after a certain time or, you know, the access that certain people have to them, Spirit is calling you to speak your mind about that, because Spirit is kind of saying like the relationship won't be sustainable if there are too many energies around that are influencing it. So yeah, Spirit is calling for you to speak your mind and be honest with this person. Like, you know, I know that you're into me and I'm interested in you as well, but I cannot accept this. I cannot accept that. And to, you know, speak up about that right away. I feel like they may be the way they are as like a defense mechanism, not going to lie, because we have given them a chance and scorned. So Spirit is saying with scorned, they have likely been hurt in the past, burned by a past person, a past situation, a past relationship. And yeah, to a degree, they are moving from a space of hurt. They are moving from a space of wanting to, you know, do something before someone can do something to them. So we have to give them a chance. I do feel like they're going to warm up to you, and they may even have like a negative reaction to you speaking up for yourself. But Spirit is saying like still continue to lean into that. Say what you need to say. Allow them to work through their feelings and come back to you. Give them a chance to come back to you. So right away, I'm feeling like there are some lessons kind of attached to this relationship, or not even like lessons, but like things that have to be done in order for the relationship to have long-term stability. Let me cover up the faces. It always brightens up my camera. And then we have just the way you are and too tough. So Spirit is also calling for you to be authentic. And with the too tough card, I feel like this person is too hard to convince themselves. So they're the kind of person that you just need to drop your truth onto them, drop the information onto them, and then let them come around, let them come back to you. You know, there's kind of no sense in, you know, trying to get this person to agree with what you're saying or to believe what you're saying. But it's like Spirit is saying you just have to drop the information on them. Like, listen, this is what I require. This is what I expect. And then wait for them to match that energy. Wait for them to lean in to what you're doing, what you're saying, and then proceed. So this one may be a little tricky. Wow, we have happy family and apples to oranges. So Spirit is saying keep your options open, apples to oranges. Make it clear to this person, listen, you are not the end all be all for me. I am very much so willing to be with someone else. If this doesn't work out, or if you don't show up properly, I need you to respect my boundaries. We have respect my space at the bottom of the card. So I feel like you have a very unique way of thinking and doing things. And it's kind of like this person has to get with it or get lost. And I was just talking about that to group one, because they were getting like an interesting message, and I was telling them like you're the kind of people who actually end up getting what it is that you want. Some of you may actually be from group one, because I accidentally said group two in there, and I was like, oh, you may have felt called to pull group two as well. So you may have been called to, you know, pick group one. But I was telling that to them, like the people who actually get that fairy tale relationship are the people who have enough discipline to hold people accountable when they need to, and the people who are willing to actually walk away and miss out. So we have happy family. You guys have all the potential in the world, but especially someone like this who has like a little tendency to to be messy, or, you know, with the scorned energy, if they've been hurt in the past. And so they have all these, you know, connections or friendships with people, you know, to kind of make them feel safe at all times, to avoid like true vulnerability, committing to one person. Yeah, this is definitely someone who you have to, you know, hold their feet to the fire. You really have to show them like, listen, I'm not with the okie doke. You cannot play me. This isn't that. Spirit, can you show us their next moves? How are they going to take action towards group 2? The relationship has a lot of potential, though. We got the 7 of Swords, Wheel of Fortune in reverse, and then we have the Queen of Wands in reverse. Ooh, okay, that's not the best sign. It looks like a little bit of disrespect here, or it looks like an energy of you guys starting off on the wrong foot. Also, if you know this person from school age, that could be where this energy is from. There could be some resentment for whatever reason. Maybe you've had a glow up since then. So it's like, oh, now you're interested, but you weren't interested in, you know, when I knew you, whatever. So there may be some resentment there. Or this person could have a reputation, so it's like hard for you to trust this person, where it's like, literally, I remember talking to you, I know what you used to do, or the things that you've been involved in, so it may be hard for you to accept, you know, moving forward into a romantic space with this person when you know certain things. But we have the 7 of Swords, which would be like an offense against you, not gonna lie. 7 of Swords is not the best energy. That's someone being a little shady, so it could even be like roasting. I'm hearing like roasting, like them trying to crack jokes on you because they're uncomfortable. Yeah. That's what it feels like. So there may be a little bit of disrespect. You guys may get off on the wrong foot. The first date may not go so well, or the first conversation. Something about the beginning, it's like, I feel like this person shows up really charming, and that's how they get you to the space where you're actually going on a date. But I feel like at some point there's like this triggering that they're having from, you know, being scorned in the past. This person, I just heard, may have lost weight since, you know, you knew them. So it's like they have a chip on their shoulder themselves. Oh God, we got the King of Pentacles and the Hierophant in reverse. That's new money. That is new money. That is the definition of new money. And that's just, oh God, like people, you know, who don't have wisdom. I'm seeing like chains, jewelry, name brand stuff, like, you know, you could just tell. You know, like there's the old money aesthetic, that's like timeless style. And then there's the new money, which is like very flashy. The Hierophant in reverse is a person without wisdom, and the King of Pentacles is a person with a bag. So I'm like, that is just the worst combination. Not to say that this person is the worst, because I don't think they're that bad. I do have a lot of empathy in general, so I feel like they have a reason to be the way they are. But with the Empress at the bottom of the deck, you may just be doing laps around this person when it comes to maturity. So Spirit, how is this going to go? Are they going to accept this love offer? Are they going to work through things with them? Ooh, okay, we have the Tower in reverse. So again, it's about like getting them on your program. It's like, listen, they're going to have to surrender to you because you're the person with the wisdom, with that Empress card. And that's how it's going to go. 3 of Pentacles, they're going to have to work with the higher power. 8 of Cups, and they're going to have to walk away from old relationships, the old version of themselves, the past. You're going to have to walk away from the past as well. Especially for those of you who have some sort of like negative history with this person, where it's like, you know, maybe they used to talk about you in high school, or you had a negative experience, you know, with them at a certain point. Or you saw how they were messy, you saw how they would talk about people, and it just kind of made you, something is turning you off at some point, whether it's the past, the future, you'll see. But something about you, or something about this person and dealing with them is really putting a bad taste in your mouth, and it's making you wonder, like, if you even want to proceed. But it does look like you're proceeding, because 8 of Cups, they are doing the work. They're walking away. Oh, we got the World card at the bottom of the deck. I didn't even notice, and now I'm noticing there's another card that flipped over at some point, so I'll take that. Knight of Pentacles, okay, I like that. You know, that's an energy of them kind of saying, okay, I am the King of Pentacles. Yes, I do have some money or some fame, some wealth, some sort of value in this lifetime, but let me package it in a way where you can receive it. Knight of Pentacles. Let me package it in a way that you can receive it, so that we can co-create, because it's not just about King of Pentacles, me, who I am, my money, my wealth, or my ego, who I think I am. It's about co-creation. So Knight of Pentacles, okay, let me actually calm down and pursue you the right way. So we have the World card and the Knight of Pentacles. I do see you guys moving forward. Wow. I'm surprised, but I'm not surprised, because I feel like you love that about this person. It's like you want the best friend part of the relationship, but not the part where they're the op. Like, you can't be an op in your own relationship. So they're just gonna have to like really level up a bit before you guys can really move forward and have something sustainable. But we do have the Tower card in reverse, so I do see you guys working through it. I do see you working through it. And if I had to say, will you accept their offer or not, I would say yes, you will. So what will happen? So I'm seeing flirtation in the beginning. I'm seeing the relationship being fun. Like I said, this could even be someone that you're gossiping with or someone that you go to school with. It looks like somewhere along the way you're seeing their shadow side, either through what they do to someone else or what they do to you. They may take jokes too far in the beginning or something like that, and it may put a really bad taste in your mouth. Or, you know, they may be kind of wishy-washy, like they may act like they don't know you around certain people. Like, it just kind of feels childish. It feels childish. It feels like grade school drama. But I do see you guys going on a date. If it hasn't happened before the date will either be a reconciliation moment between the two of you where you hash it out and move forward, or if nothing has happened before the date is going to be where it goes down. So they may make too many jokes or make an inappropriate joke, or, you know, say something that's too far. And by inappropriate, I actually don't mean like, oh, they try to make a pass at you or some sort of like physical advance at you. It feels like they say something that's against your beliefs, or, you know, it feels more like that. So I'm seeing you, Empress, standing in your power. The Spirit is calling you to speak your mind and to get clarity on the cooks in the kitchen. Who are you dealing with? Who are these people? What's up with you? Like, what are you really trying to do? Do you see yourself in a committed relationship? Like, Spirit is calling you to speak your mind. And I do see you speaking your mind ultimately, whether it's on that date or after. I do see you speaking your mind. And 8 of Cups, they are walking away from whatever it is that you're not comfortable with, whether it's their other relationships in their life, whether it's certain behaviors. You're basically putting them in a position where they have to address their triggering, whatever it is that scorned them. And you may be rotational dating with apples to oranges. So it may not even, you know, be something that you sweat. But we have the 3 of Pentacles here, so that's an energy of like your angels or the higher power kind of helping you out. And we did have happy family before, and just the way you are. So this person does have the ability to be authentic, to love you for you, like you for you, and to have a serious, you know, commitment with you. But you got to hold their hand to the fire a little bit. And the universe is giving you the tools to do so. And I do think you will. I do think you'll move on beyond this Wheel of Fortune in reverse, Queen of Wands in reverse, initial triggering, 7 of Swords. I do see them growing out of that. I feel like they're just kind of lost in the sauce of their own ego or their own hype. They could be very conventionally attractive. They could have many friends or many options. Like I said in the beginning of your spread, I was feeling like for some of you, it felt like the surgeon, you know, in the doctor's office, and the nurses are like, you know, who wouldn't want a chance with this person type of thing. But we have the World card, which is completion. That is an energy of coming full circle. So I do feel like you guys will come full circle. Wow, we have the 10 of Swords in reverse and the Justice card in reverse. Hanged One in reverse at the bottom of the deck. So there's definitely some resistance. But ultimately, it's not over with you guys. 10 of Swords in reverse. Justice card in reverse. They're making it up to you. Whatever it is that they do to you, they're making it up. So that is ultimately how this is going. Fabulous. And look at this. This person didn't even know, like, okay, you're a King of Pentacles, but I'm the Queen of Pentacles. Sure, you have your own value, but so do I. You have a bag, so do I. It's like, you know, you can be all that, but just because you're King of Pentacles doesn't mean, like, it doesn't mean that I'm not Queen of Pentacles, or it doesn't, you know, you don't know who I am. So yeah, Death card in reverse. I feel like this is someone you know or someone you've met. Spirit, anything else for group 2? Ha. We have the mystic healer, which feels a little patronizing at this point, especially if you've been the healer in the past. But I finally feel like I feel like this is a good one because we have stepping into power as well. So I see you balancing your healing powers and also keeping your own power. Healing energy flows through you. That's something you need to know, group 2, because many people are attracted to you for your healing powers. Stepping into power, though, says you are strong beyond measure. So I feel like Spirit is saying, like, you have the ability to attract yet another partner. Do not feel like this is something you have to commit to. Hold them to the fire. We have great adventure. It says take a risk, venture forward. So some of you, it's like, yeah, this definitely feels like a risk. And I feel like to a degree it is a risk, but I do feel like it's worth it with the other energy that we got here. That is what I have for you, group 2. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose group 3 with the Yellowstone and the Golden Art Nouveau Tarot, this is your reading. We are going to see who will make an official love offer to you, group 3, who is offering you true commitment, and what will happen. How is all of this going down? So we're going to see all of that, Spirit, for group 3 with the Yellowstone. Please show us who is making an official love offer to group 3. Who is committing to you? So right away we have mature here. So it seems like you're kind of, oh yeah, mature, trustworthy. We're getting all the archetypes that are like really upstanding. So you may be at a point in your journey, even if you're young, it may be like you could have always had an attraction to older people, or you find a lot of value and connections through people who are more wise or older than you. It seems like you're also a little bit, I always forget the freaking word, but it's like when you're attracted to intellectualism in people, you may be someone who specifically grows attraction towards people when you feel like they can teach you something, or it's like they have to add something to your life. They have to add value, real value to your life. So I feel like this may be something you're attracting, or for some of you, maybe you've just been kind of like, maybe you have a type and you've always gone for the bad boy, bad girl. And now Spirit is kind of like, listen, group 3, this is what you need. So this is what I'm putting in your life. So we'll see. But we have mature. It says, I am dependable and take responsibility. I love that. I love a person who takes responsibility. This person can be held accountable, and you can hold them accountable without them getting offended or turning on you, or without them like shifting the blame. Trustworthy, it says, you can trust me. So this is genuinely someone that you can trust, someone you can depend on, lean on. Someone who is mature, and also I'm hearing they handle things maturely. Spirit is highlighting that for me. So it may be very important for you that someone takes the high road, that someone makes good decisions when it comes to you, that they handle things in a mature kind of way. Not just that they have like a wise, kind of aspect to them, but that they actually, when it comes to the actions they take, the more mature route. We have humble and emotional. Okay. All right. I like this. Humble, it says, I am down to earth and reliable. So another card talking about like reliability, dependability. If you're someone who really needs for your partner, or maybe you've dealt with that in the past, it's like you were stranded out the side of the road, you called your ex and they're like, oh my God, I'm so sorry. Okay, call me when you get home. Call me when you get home? I'm calling you so you can help me. This is the kind of person who will actually drop what they're doing and make that, commitment to helping you, looking out for you, and assisting you, like action. The action has to be there. The action has to match the words. They can't just feel for you. They need to, sacrifice to show you, like they need to show you. So this person, yeah, you can really depend on them. And then we have emotional. It says, I can be really sensitive at times and react. So tapping into their energy, it feels like someone who's tapped into their emotions, someone who's tapped into their feelings. Someone who's emotionally intelligent. You can have an emotionally complex conversation with them. Ooh, okay. We were on such a good streak. Now we're getting that shadow. Everybody has a shadow. We'll see how this personifies within them. Okay, we have sneaky and individualist. You know what? I never blame things on childhood trauma, like ever. It's just personally not something that I believe in, because not that I don't believe you can have childhood trauma, you definitely can, but I don't believe in sitting in it for life. Like if you're, okay, let me not get canceled. But I'm so sorry, like if you're like 40, 50, how do you have childhood trauma? At a certain point, you gotta let it go. You gotta do the stuff where you gotta let it go. I feel like people hold on to it too long. That's my hot take. Okay. But anyways, I did hear that. I heard that. So this person may legit have some sort of childhood trauma. It's not trauma, but it just feels like it became a habit. Like they may have had overbearing parents that had to be a part of every aspect of their life, to the point where they didn't really have freedom to kind of be themselves and learn their own lessons. So with the sneaky card, I feel like they may have learned to hide things. Also, they may have learned that society isn't exactly in favor of free thinkers. So with the individualist card coming up with it as well, it says, I'm independent and self-reliant. So that means that this person has their own beliefs. That means that this person is independent in the mind. They're someone who like has their own system, their own way of operating. And yeah, they're an individualist. So I feel like either from society, like even it could be like in the workplace, it could be through work, they kind of learn to be this way because people, you know, didn't appreciate like their true beliefs. It's like everybody wants to be close to you. Everybody wants to know what's going on in your head until you actually share it with them. And then all of a sudden they're feeling afraid because you're a truth teller or you live life differently. So we have sneaky. It says, I may be up to something behind the scenes. I also just heard surprises. So this person likes to surprise you. This person may even like to, you know, scare you in the sense where it's like they hide around corners and then they almost make you drop your croissant. If you know, you know. All right, let's see what else we got going on. Spirit for group 3. What else can you tell us about this connection, the commitment they're offering this person? What else is going on here? We have the secret admirer card. So another card talking about them being low key. Okay, not gonna lie, they're a watcher. They like to watch. This person may watch your social media a lot. This person may watch you a lot in general. You may pick up on that right before you guys start, you know, dating, where it's like you can tell, you just know that they're watching you out of the corner of their eye. With secret admirer, like it's hard to say that it's not creepy, because it's like, okay, I feel like it's not creepy because you find this person attractive. And I think that's the difference between creepy and not, because it's like, okay, someone that you really like can do the same thing as someone that you really don't like, but the one that you really like gets a pass, or you see it completely differently because you actually have those reciprocal feelings for them. So not gonna lie, like if it was some random that you knew you weren't interested in, if they were staring at you, you would feel away. You would probably feel concerned. But with them, it's like well received. We even have the confidence card, so it may make you feel good. Yeah, we have secret admirer in the mask. So there's definitely something happening here when it comes to them being sneaky, when it comes to them kind of being like low key or hiding their feelings. Like something about this just kind of feels like this person is undetectable to a degree. It just kind of feels like they wear a mask. This person may come off as uninterested, or they may come off as if they don't notice you, but they definitely do. With the mask, yeah, they kind of hide their feelings. Something about childhood, like I said, that's my hot take. I don't really believe in carrying that with you for decades on decades. For me personally, I feel like after a while it's a choice. That's just my beliefs. So I wouldn't say it unless I really saw it, because I don't even believe, you know, that that's really a thing after a certain point. But, and there's always an exception to the rule. Like if you go through something like actually really bad, yeah, you may have like some legit childhood trauma for decades and decades. But if it's just like, oh, my mommy didn't always give me what I want, get over it. I'm sorry. Listen, I'm sorry. I feel how I feel. We have speak your mind, get off your high horse, and confidence. So yeah, it's giving a little bit of wounded child energy where they kind of want you to pick up on their signs and signals. This person may even be to a little bit of, they may be like someone who does a little bit of like childish flirtation. Spirit is showing me crumpled up yellow sticky notes. This person may throw sticky notes at you, like something kind of childish and small like that. And if you're looking for a mature person, it's like, okay, well, why are they acting childish then? And I feel like it's because they just kind of like maybe get triggered to a younger or more vulnerable version of themselves. Maybe it's been a long time since they've had a crush, or when they start crushing, it turns them into a different version of themselves. And I can kind of relate to that. When you really like someone, it can bring out a different version of you that's not really as confident, or you can kind of revert to some old programming that's more familiar. Spirit, what can you tell us here? Yeah, but with get off your high horse, we also have timeout here. This person may see you as out of their league. Also, you may just have RBF that could be with it. Yeah, now this feels a lot more realistic. We have the jealousy card here, so it could just be that they're kind of like a bit butthurt by the competition, and they want some grand dedication that you have to them before they work for it, you know? It's kind of like, if I'm going to be, you know, dedicated to you in some way, or if I'm really going to, you know, go out of my way to let you know you're number one, you got to work to get in the number one spot. And it's kind of like this person just wants to give you, or they want you to give them like all this confirmation that, you know, they're number one in your life before they can really be vulnerable. And for some of you, it's triggered by some jealousy. There may be other people in the picture, other people who are interested in you romantically, and it may make them feel just a little off their game. It may make them feel a little like, ugh, this makes me uncomfortable. I feel scared. That kind of thing. So with timeout, you may be kind of putting them on ice a little bit. You may be saying, okay, we're going to need a break, because they may actually do something that offends you, or they may say something that makes you kind of step back from them. Or maybe they do come off as a little bit creepy, because it's like, okay, you're hot, but like, you're also just watching and giving me little signs and signals, and it feels childish, and I don't know how to take it. So you may be like not into it at first. It may take you a little time to come around to this person. Spirit for group 3. So what action are they going to be taking? How is this going down? Page of Cups in reverse. So definitely trying with the childish stuff, but then they kind of realize rather quickly at that is not going to work with you. So with the Page of Cups in reverse, this person may try to get close to you at first with some sort of childish like advance. You know, it's just giving me that vibe where it's like, you know how they say, oh, we got the Wheel of Fortune at the bottom of the deck, so that's definitely a good sign. But you know how they say like, oh, boys, you know, when they like you, they pick on you, they pull your hair, da, 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 and you're like, no, I don't accept that. You, like I said, especially if it's not spirit trying to bring you a mature connection, it's you wanting a mature connection. It's like this person is mature when they're at their best, but this situation makes them feel very vulnerable, especially if there's competition for you. So I do feel like they kind of try to lead with just like this playful energy. They try to seem like the nice girl, nice guy, whatever, friendly, da da da. But if they're giving you friend vibes, you're going to put them in the friend department. You may be kind of cutthroat. You may be Queen of Swords type of energy where it's like, listen, do not play with me. Do not play on my time. We have the 8 of Swords. So it seems like you're actually going through your own battles, 6 of Swords in reverse. So you just kind of don't have time to be dealing with someone who's in a childish energy. This almost feels like you're trying to move away from that. You're trying to move away from childish connections. And I feel like this person is just making a horrible first impression, to be honest. It just, it feels bad. Like, because it's like, at their best, They're mature. They're humble. But they're also emotional. Oh, wow. Yeah. I'm like looking back at the cards that came out from the first deck, and I'm like, actually, this makes some sense. With emotional and sneaky, I feel like they hide their feelings. And then we did have the mask that came up. So I feel like when they're at their best, they are really mature and they show up, you know, in a good, healthy way. But I also feel like this person, when they feel triggered or when they, you know, really want something, they kind of turn into the kid, you know, that has the other kid playing with their toys. It's like, you can't play with all your toys at once, but you don't want anyone else to have it. All of a sudden you're jealous. That's how it feels like. And we have the 8 of Swords and the 6 of Swords in reverse. So it seems like you're trying to get away from like a childish, unevolved energy. So it's almost like you're mistaking this person for childish. And honestly, it's like, listen, you can say you're mature, but if you don't show up as mature, I'm not going to treat you as mature. I feel like you put people exactly where they're like working to be. You don't assume things based on like where they are in life or who they are. This person could have like an amazing high paying job and be like a CEO of a company, but if they don't show up that way, you are not going to treat them that way. And good for you. That's exactly how you should do, you know, with people, because that's what makes people go out of their way to make sure they're showing up properly and they're doing the work. Nice. 7 of Swords in reverse. So they do eventually get it together. They're getting themselves together. We have the 8 of Cups in reverse. They may need a little bit of space from you, but 8 of Cups in reverse, they're committed to moving forward with you. And also 8 of Cups in reverse is talking about they're realizing that their approach is trash in the beginning, and they gotta come better than that. Strength card at the bottom of the deck. I feel like Spirit is guiding them. I feel like Spirit is leading them and also showing them that they can feel safe with you. I don't know why I'm so called to, I'm looking at this. I never noticed that in this card, but the girl, her hand is actually in the lion's mouth. Her fingertips are in the lion's mouth and the lion's not biting her. So it's about building mutual trust between the two of you for you guys to be able to move forward. This person may even try to lead with their money. Yeah, they're getting hit with lessons left and right. Not going to lie. 10 of Swords in reverse. There's a lot of undoing. So yeah, not going to lie. You guys aren't getting started off to the best foot. How are they pursuing you? So this is exactly how I see it going down. First, they're, you know, just leading with friendliness or like a little bit of immaturity, like, you know, trying to be goofy, trying to be funny. Like I said, I was seeing like someone crumpling up like Post-it notes and throwing them at you, like little things like that. And then they kind of get triggered a little bit, or the triggering may be happening first. No, I feel like they're interested first and then the triggering happens. Or they've been watching you, secret admirer for you for a long while, and then it's like all of a sudden they're seeing that there's other people who are romantically interested in you, so that's what's making them kind of get on their P's and Q's and turn up the flirtation and try to actually bridge the gap and come together. But they're definitely getting triggered because they're seeing other people are interested in you or someone specific is trying to pursue you. If they watch you on social media, they may even see you like posting food, and you could be out with your friends, but it's like this person is assuming that you're on a date. This person is assuming that something, you know, is going on, and, you know, you're eventually not even going to be an option because you're dealing with someone else. Like they're getting a bit triggered. It seems like you completely reject that. Like I said, if someone's not showing up properly, it seems like you're kind of like, no, not doing this, I'm turned off, I'm turning away. And then they kind of get themselves together. 10 of Pentacles in reverse and the Justice card in reverse. Like I said, they may try to lead with their money. But 10 of Pentacles in reverse, if money is not the most important thing to you, then that's still not allowing them to move forward. So they may bump their head a few times before they get it together, not going to lie. But I do feel like they will eventually get it together. Spirit, are they going to accept their love offer? What will happen here? We have a change in the wind. Wow, Treasure Island and soulmate. So again, I feel like this is the person you're looking for. And it's so interesting to like read on a situation like this and to see that they are mature, yet they're just showing up so improperly. And we all do it. You know what I mean? Like for me, I'm a whole reader. But when I'm in a real relationship with someone, I'm not always moving from that space of wisdom, because when you're in it, you're in it. Like you don't have that higher perspective all the time. So I'm the person who gives advice to friends, family, through readings, da da da. I hold channel for spirit, yet be in distress when I'm in my own relationship, still going through it like everyone else. So it's just interesting to see someone who really is mature and trustworthy and humble when they're at their best, but to just completely fumble along the way. But there is a change in the wind. And I do see you giving this person a chance. I do see things coming full circle. And I do see things changing. And Treasure Island, you guys actually end up bonding really well. And I feel like it's when this person is showing up authentically, and when they're not moving from a space of jealousy or fear or the older version of themselves, you know, when they kind of detach from that childishness. Bottom of the deck, we have happy, happy. So I do see you guys moving into a space where you are genuinely finding happiness in each other. And we got soulmate energy here. So this is definitely not a connection you want to miss out on. And I feel like spirit has led you to this person for exactly that reason. It's just about Strength card, building that genuine trust with each other, where both of you can feel safe and open up, and doing things the right way so you can get there. That's what I have for you, Group 3. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. And that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon. All right, if you chose Group 4 with the White Stone and the Star Tarot, this is your reading. Ooh, as we cut the deck, we had the Sun card. I'm not going to take it all the way apart, but we had the Sun card and the Nine of Pentacles. So it seems like you're really in your power. Nine of Pentacles, feeling good about yourself. Sun card, ready to experience, I'm hearing. Something about like the external is highlighted here. Spirit for Group 4. Group 4 with the White Stone. Who will make them an official love offer? Who is committing to Group 4? Okay, yeah, because we have the popular card that came out right away. You may be popular yourself, but the Sun card in the tarot deck is Leo energy. So this could be someone with like a Leo rising or a Leo Venus, someone who naturally attracts a lot of attention to themselves. Popular says, I know a lot of people and a lot of people know me. So this person seems to be very well connected. I feel like they have valuable friendships and connections in their life. You could probably like succeed better with this person in your life. It feels like they have like the connections that you would need. I'm also hearing entertainment. This person could be in the entertainment industry to some degree. Okay, so we have street smart and awareness. Street smart says, I am educated in the ways of life. So yeah, this person, it feels like, oh, I just heard emancipated, and I'm pretty sure, I don't know the exact definition. See, that's how you know it's spirited channeling, because I'm like, what does that even mean? But I want to say that's when you move out, like earlier than 18. But anyways, yeah, this person, they may have like, you know, lived on their own since 15, 16, you know, kind of earlier in life, and they've developed some street smarts. We have awareness here as well. It says, I know you, but you don't know me yet. So this person is an observer. They will likely see you before you see them. They may know you before you know them. And this person may even know you because they're kind of high up in the industry, whatever that means for you. So say you're trying to make a name for yourself, you know, in business. This person, you know, could be a very respected entrepreneur, or, you know, if you're trying to break into a specific field like finance, you know, this person can be very high up in the finance world, and they could already be aware of you in some way. We have reckless, which is interesting, and goofy. Reckless says, I tend to do things without thinking. So this person can be very impulsive. I feel like this person is kind of cozied up with risk. They're not afraid to make a risk. They're not afraid to get out of their comfort zone or to go against the grain. And then we have Goofy here. It says, I like joking and playing around. So it feels like they have like charisma. This person is very charismatic. A lot of people like them. A lot of people like them. A lot of people know them. Courageous, another archetype that's synonymous with like that Leo kind of energy, the lion symbolism. We have courageous and competition. So this person is not afraid to fight for you if they need to, okay? They are not afraid. This person does not show fear. Courageous says, I stand firm and go for what I believe in. So whether it's what they want or whether it's their personal beliefs that they're defending, they are not afraid to stand up tall, strong, show some grit, show some teeth. They go for what they believe in. And I feel like they like competition. This person kind of likes that fast-paced lifestyle. This person likes to be busy. They like competition. They feel like it brings out like an even better version of themselves. Like it brings out that fire. Competition says, I like to keep up with the Joneses. So this could even be like when it comes to how they live their life, how they dress, how they physically appear. They could have an expensive car, an expensive, beautiful apartment with all the amenities. Okay, a gym in the apartment complex, pool, tennis court, everything. A deck, like they need it all. Nice. And then we have romantic. Oh my goodness. The card says, I love getting you in the mood. So this person specifically may be very physically romantic, okay? They like to feel close to you. They like to cuddle. I just heard snuggle specifically. That may be something that you say, or they kind of like to cuddle even without like physical intention to move forward with that or to have something more. Spirit, what else can you tell us about group 4? This person making an official love offer to group 4. This person committing to them. We have you're worth love. You know what? You may be very different. I feel like this person, they may even work like in some sort of night industry, like in the you know, like a promoter. This person could be the head of security at a very nice club. This person could own their own club. And it feels like you're very different. I feel like this contrasting energy where it's like you may be more reserved and quiet, whereas this person is more extroverted and kind of wild and in the thick of it. And honestly, you may not even see this as something serious. This may start off as just like someone you meet on a dating app that you're actually surprised to have a connection with, because we do have the FWB card here. So this could start as that, you know, type of nature of a relationship, but with positive thinking. It's kind of like this person is positively thinking about you after your interaction, after you see them, after you meet them, after they spend time with you, and vice versa. It's like maybe you were just, you know, connecting with them because it's like, okay, let's see where this goes. Or I'm in my liberated era, you know, just doing me, living for me, living my life. And then it turns out that, you know, this person actually is quite a catch. It turns out that this person really resonates with you. You do feel really safe with them. Out of the blue, exactly. We have out of the blue and stuck to you like glue. So all of a sudden, this person is really kind of stuck on you, feeling very attracted to you. But this may be a relationship group 4 that starts off as super casual. You know, you guys may start off as just, you know, FWB, just hanging out, chilling, getting your, you know, doing your thing. And then out of the blue, they're kind of offering you a serious commitment. So you may be a little afraid to commit to this person because it's like, okay, I've seen you in one kind of way. I know what you're about. I know what you're capable of. So you may be a little afraid to, you know, commit to them or to take them seriously. But I do feel like they're winning you over. And also, I just heard change of tune. So it's like when this person is pursuing someone seriously and in specifically a romantic way, they have a whole, I feel like you're going to see a totally different version of them that's going to emerge. Spirit for group 4. Wow, we have the soulmate card. We have soulmate and manifesto. So manifesto is really just like kind of a word for like a really long speech. It's your manifesto. It's what you want to say. It's your point of view. It's letting people inside your mind. So with manifesto, I feel like this person is just having a very vulnerable moment with you where they're sharing, listen, this is where I've been, you know, this is what I've been through in my life, or this is my, you know, this is why I feel the way I feel, or this is why I do what I do. I don't generally take people seriously because, you know, I'm really high up in business. People are always trying to use me, or I work in nightlife. You know, I see all sorts of people, and it's like, you'd be surprised what people are capable of. So I feel like their life experience or their business in some way has kind of put them in a little bit of a just like an energy where they aren't exactly super optimistic when it comes to people. They do kind of like have this tendency to assume that people are on BS. But they're sharing this with you, and I feel like that's what's disarming you, and that's what's causing you to open up and to take them seriously as well. Because with FWB, it's like in the beginning, it kind of seems like you had your own casual intentions as well. But we have the soulmate card here. So listen, you can meet your soulmate at any place, at any time. And I feel like you're learning that through experience. Like you're seeing through this connection that you can be surprised and things could end up turning out totally different than expected. Yeah, we have the real thing and intruder. So it kind of feels like this person is taking you off guard. This person is bending the rules. Not gonna lie, it's making you like a little uncomfortable. It's like, this is not my usual type. This is not what I expected to come from this. Like with the intruder card, it's like, I did not expect you to actually grow on me. I did not expect myself to really fall for you in that way. But we have the real thing here as well. So it's kind of like, wow. This is turning out to be something that is real and has a lot of potential, and neither of you expected it. And this person may not even believe in love with everything that they've seen or been through. You know, they may have seen like a close friend just do them absolutely dirty in business, or, you know, like I said, if they work in nightlife, they may have seen like, you know, someone just completely get, you know, played. And it's like, yeah, you'd be surprised what can come of people. So also, if you work nightlife, this person could be like a customer or someone you end up serving, and it's like, oh, this is just someone at the club. Like, why would I, you know, expect anything out of this? So it could be that as well. Spirit, so what will happen? How are they taking action towards group 4? What is their approach? We have the Queen of Cups. So they're treating you as if they are honestly lucky to be in your presence. We have the Eight of Cups. Immediately they're putting you on a pedestal, and Eight of Cups walking away from their past or walking away from the way that they currently do life, their current beliefs. And this could be vice versa. This person could be taking you out of the club or taking you out of your current dynamic, whatever it is you're involved in. There's definitely a shifting that's happening here. And we have we have the Six of Wands. So that's an energy of success. I feel like you guys are better together. I feel like this person brings out a better, positive version of you, and they are helping you in some way. I just heard put you up. This person may be putting you up, whatever that means to you. To me, that kind of means that this person is like financially providing for you. And we have the Nine of Wands in reverse and the High Priestess. So I feel like you've always known that this is what you deserve. And Nine of Wands in reverse, it's like, okay, you're getting out of the space of I have to work so hard, or specifically I have to do everything myself. Nine of Wands is not just carrying a heavy burden or a heavy load. It's also like doing everything, you know, kind of yourself and being really responsible. And typically Nine of Wands is a positive energy because it's you locked in. But I feel like you're finally able to breathe through this connection. With the High Priestess as well, you may be a little bit psychic. You maybe have felt this coming. You may have sensed this connection is on the way. We got the 10 of Cups at the bottom of the deck, so it does look like they're offering you long-term commitment. I could see that reflected in the 6 of Wands with the putting you up, and then the Queen of Cups. They really think very, very highly of you. So also, I'm picking up on a little bit of embarrassment. You may be embarrassed of like your apartment, your car, or what you do for work. That is, you don't have to front with this person. If anything, that kind of makes them feel better, because it's like, okay, I can actually see that I have something I can do for you. I can level you up and I can add to your life. Or say you're like a dancer in a club or a bottle grill, a bottle, you know, whatever. You do some sort of service, or you work at a restaurant. Whatever it is, like, that's not going to bother this person. Yeah, Queen of Swords in reverse. It's like they don't expect you to do everything your own. They don't expect you to always be on your boss stuff. It's like you really can surrender and kind of like put down the sword and relax in their presence. And I feel like that's what's winning you over in itself. The fact that you feel like you can be very comfortable. 8 of Swords in reverse. That's an energy of them untying you from whatever is holding you back. That's what makes you feel comfortable. Like the action that people take. You may be really about that action, group 4. Spirit, how is this coming together? So far, I can see them taking a lot of action. It's like they're allowing their actions to speak for them, you know? Actions speak louder than words, and that's really how they're moving. I'm not just going to tell you that life could be better with me. I'm going to show you. I'm going to prove it. I'm going to actually make your life better. I'm going to level you up. I'm going to help you. I'm going to tap you in with helpful people. Like say you're an aspiring, you know, entertainer to some degree, singer, dancer, poet, painter, whatever. I'm going to plug you in with like galleries so you can actually get your stuff seen by other people. I'm going to, you know, connect you with people who will be willing to hear you out and, you know, listen to your music or whatever. Regardless, there's a strong energy of you not having to work as much with this person. We have the 7 of Wands and the Justice card in reverse. So something about this feels very unconventional. We have the Emperor in reverse. So I feel like this is very out of character for them. They're being very selfless with you. And I don't feel like that's their typical MO. We got the 4 of Pentacles at the bottom of the deck. I feel like this person is usually more reserved financially. They may not even be the type of person who believes in like that traditional masc-femme dynamic where the masculine takes care of the feminine and the feminine just receives and, you know, sits and looks pretty. This person may be totally against that, but I do see them kind of going against like their traditional values or beliefs with you. We have the Emperor in reverse and the 6 of Pentacles in reverse. It's like they're so soft for you. And nothing is too much for you. They will do the most for you. They do everything that they can to make you feel good, to make you feel comfortable. Definitely coming up in a provider energy. And I feel like this is the biggest one. 8 of Swords in reverse, taking you out of your current struggle. Whatever that means for you. It could even just be a mental struggle from all that you've had to deal with. I keep hearing service industry. So you may have worked in the service industry or in retail. And I feel like you may have got some kind of trauma from there. That's crazy because it's like, now that's what we don't talk about. Retail trauma or service industry trauma. Because you just have to, customers always right your way through everything. And especially in retail, there can be like just catty, crazy coworkers. Especially if you work in any sort of retail that has a commission. We have a change in the wind and time to go. So what's really making you feel like this is someone worth committing to, this is someone worth hearing out, someone worth dating, is the fact that their actions speak louder than words. With time to go, this person, change in the wind, they're bringing in a new era of your life where you can be more of who you feel like you deserve to be or what you feel like you deserve to do. Like this person is giving you a break. It's easy for you to commit to this person because the actions are actioning. Like you can see that this person really does value that more traditional system by the way that they're actually upholding it and making things easier for you. We have a loyal heart. This person really trusts you and they believe you. They believe you. Specifically, I heard. So there could be something that you've gone through in the past, and it's like people could never understand where you're coming from because they didn't believe your story or what happened, or people some way somehow shifted the blame back to you. But this person is not at all doing that. They trust you. They believe you. They're listening. They're present. We have thinker and imagine. So I also see you being able to be much more creative in this connection. And with the thinker card, I feel like you may be kind of like thinking over some past trauma or some past things that you've been through and actually able to process that as you're in this relationship, because this person is giving you like such a security blanket and making you feel so much comfort. With the Imagine card, it's almost like you get your inner child like reactivated and it comes back out to play. We have infinite abundance. It says abundance is pouring into your life. So yeah, there's definitely some sort of financial benefit or financial aspect. And it may not even be that this person is like rich. It's just like they're taking care of you because that's what they want to do. And that's how they, want to provide. That's how they want to treat you. Staying focused, at the bottom of this one, it says hold the course. So if you've been feeling kind of like teetering in your belief, feeling like, you know what, maybe I should conform. I do have strong beliefs. Maybe you believe in that traditional kind of dynamic, or maybe it's your desire to be taken care of, but the world kind of makes you feel like you're crazy, or you shouldn't ask for that, or that's unfair. It's only unfair if you're forcing someone into it. If that's what someone wants to do, it's all fair. It's all fair. Because if that's what brings them joy, and if that's what feels right to them, then, you're just taking what is already being given. It's only unfair if you're trying to get that from someone who's obviously not about it. So as long as you're looking for the right people, don't allow anyone to convince you you're asking for too much, because, it's like that saying, if they wanted to, they would. It's not that you're asking too much. You may be asking the wrong person. And we have Ascending the Mountain. So I do feel like you've been through a lot. Bottom of that one says keep going forward. Spirit is supporting you and rooting for you. That's what I have for you, Group 4. My Etsy shop is in the description. If you'd like your own private tarot reading, that is where you can find me. But that's what I have for you today. I'll talk to you soon.